Hello guys, Ashen here as always, and welcome back to episode 12. Now, I am so glad that I checked that I recorded this properly, because I've just done this intro, and I've just done it with no sound, so apologies for that. Since last episode, I've been a little bit busy. Built another tower there, started working on the walls. We're going to be doing more of that today. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But the biggest thing that's eaten up a lot of my time is that I'm working on landscaping all this out. Like, this is going to be filled. This is going to be solid ground. And I'm working through my cobble supplies just to get all of this filled up. I've done this side. This side was pretty much ready, so nothing too bad there. But it's this side today that we are going to be working on. I still need to work on my ender pearling. Not great. But yeah, as I say, when I get to somewhere where I can actually see properly. As you can see, I filled all that in. That's going to be shaped eventually. It's not going to be looking like this, don't worry. Filled all that in and laid out the frame for our next bit of the project. Now, off camera, I'm probably going to do this. I'm going to build another tower there and put the beginnings of the wall up. And then we'll work on this bit of the build together, and we'll talk a little bit about what I want to do with the actual central bit of the build. But before that, we've got a little bit of work to do. We've got to get some bones, get some saplings, put out the basics of the walls, trim down the leaves and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going to try and throw together a little montage for you guys so you don't have to watch all that boring stuff. So fingers crossed, we're going to cut into that now, and hope it turns out alright, and I hope you enjoy it. No. 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 Okay, so the basic framework is done. I'm going to go and put those towers up, just like last episode, so nothing new there. And fill in the walls. I'm going to go and grab some ender pearls as well, because I've run out now. And I will be back with you guys when we are ready to move on to this little centre bit. And I'm back. This thing has been an emotional roller coaster, let me tell you. First things first, you know, when I left you, I had the framework up, didn't I? And I came back and started counting, started building the walls up, looked. Everything was 4 blocks too far to the right, including all those towers. So, had to move the entirety of the thing 4 blocks to the right, or left, whatever it was. And that just took an absolute age, so much chopping and rebuilding and everything. And by the end of that, my axe was pretty low. You know, my amazing efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 axe. So I figured, hey, I'll go and repair it. Went to my anvil, put the diamonds in, put the axe in. Didn't have enough levels. I was like, okay, that's fine. And walked away from the anvil. Took the diamonds out. Thought I took my axe out. Went to the zombie grinder. AFK'd for an age. And got the levels and went to go and repair it. Couldn't find my axe anywhere. And what do you know? When I'd walked away from the anvil, I hadn't picked up the axe itself. And it had despawned while I'd been at the zombie grinder. So, lost that amazing axe. So I was like, fine, I've got, 30 levels. I can just enchant a new one. Enchanted. Got this. So, at that point, I was really, really, really annoyed. So I was like, fine, I'll just go and do some mining. And luckily, things started going on the up from there on. I managed to get 41 diamonds in that run, which was not bad, especially with a Fortune 2 pick. I don't have Fortune 3 yet. And came back. I had a lot of experience from all the... what are they called? Ores. That's the one. Minecraft ores. Who would have thought? Anyway, so I figured, right, go for another level 30 enchant. I've got plenty of diamonds, so... got my axe, threw an enchant on it, and got this beauty, which is, just as good as my old one, if not better, even though I doubt I'll use the top of it, the fortune bit, very much. But still, that was nice. So it's been ups and downs, but I think we worked out alright in the end. Now, we are moving on to this bit, now that we've done the walls, the frame of the walls. And what I kind of want to do here is, bunker is the wrong word, but I kind of want to have it curving upwards. Now, we're going to go up a little bit more actually, because what's going to happen here is this wall is going to continue along the top here. Now, you've already seen a little bit of what I've got planned. You've seen the bit that goes across the top of the wall over there. I'll look at it in a second. That bit, and basically I want that continuing over here, I think. So what we need to do is, that's halfway, yes. Build this across the top here. And then what I want to do is have like the top of this curving into it. So just a little bit of a different shape compared to the rest of the build. So we've got 5 here. We'll start it here. I think we will go 3 up. Am I going to want 3? Because I kind of want it going up a little bit taller first. And then bring it round. Is this going to be too close? Yeah, that's going to be too close. I need to move that. And not with that silk touch axe. I don't know what I'm going to use the silk touch axe for. Maybe glowstone. Glowstone could work, actually. Or leaves. Not like I've not got enough leaves at the moment. But still. It's better than nothing. Well, it isn't nothing. It's 30 levels worth of enchantments, but still. I could have been worse. Maybe. Perhaps. How is this going to look if we bring that across there? Because we don't want this too steep, but we don't want this too shallow at the same time. That looks okay. Just thinking. Let's try. Getting the hang of this now, as you might have noticed. Let's try that instead. I like that better. We're going to have it like that. And then, so that's 3 up. And then across. Across 2. And then another 3. Yeah, because that makes that match up with the bottom. Which is good. Now, what we also want is for it to come up here. 1, 2, 3 again. This could get messy. And 3, and up again. And why not? Up again. Is that the sort of thing that I'm after? I think so. It's hard to tell from here. Let's step back and take a look. Or glitch into that. Either is good. Yeah, that's the sort of shape that I'm after, I think. Sort of curving in. We're getting a nice little dome going on. Please land properly. See, I've become such a pro in such a short amount of time. I have learned how to end a pearl. It only took about 5 deaths. But now, I've been thinking, and basically I know this is a big project and it's going to take some time, but I think I need... Well, not because I need a break from it, but because I need stuff like pumpkins. As you can probably see, I've been running out of them. So I think our next project is going to be pumpkin farm related, possibly. Potentially potatoes, carrots, farms, reeds, you know, something to do with farming, but I need pumpkins, so pumpkins are probably what it's going to be. We shall see. But yeah, a break from this. I have some other things as well I could do with you guys. The first thing being that I did a little bit more exploring of the stronghold. I followed a path down, and I haven't done too much of it because I want you guys to be there at the same time. This isn't right, this needs to be. But essentially, there's a load of hidden stuff in that stronghold. Wait a second, how does this work? Oh, here. There's a load of hidden stuff in the stronghold. Like, there was a dungeon down there, I think, if I remember rightly. There was just a huge amount of stronghold that we've managed to miss. I say we, you know how much choice in the matter that I've managed to miss. So we might go and do that. Basically, at this point, there's so much to do, but not enough time to do it at the moment, so I'll be trying getting a more regular schedule out. Speaking of more regular schedule, I know that this has been a pretty messed up week, but it's been one disaster after another, really. You know, after I said last episode, there'll be, yep, no more technological problems. Cursed myself again, jinxed it. Day after that, mouse broke, so had to order a new one in, wait for that to come. And that took a couple of days. I tried to do a Let's Play of Bioshock, but I did just a sort of episode 0 trailer, which came out very, very briefly, and then I got a copyright notice, not a strike against my account, but just a notice, which was still pretty annoying because it wasn't even 2K or IGN or anybody like that who might be affiliated with it. It was some random German technology magazine. So I took that video down just because I don't want to mess around, because it had no commentary over it, because it was just literally an intro to the game with just the first cutscene, me not talking over it. I really didn't want to risk putting the fair use dispute in, so I'm just going to basically do that again, but I'll have it as an episode where I talk in it, and that way I can just say, look, this is fair use. Stop trying to block my video or whatever. Or monetize off it, or whatever needs to be done. But basically, I just needed a firmer leg to stand on with that. Now, with this, I'm not doing this with any rhyme or reason just yet. I just need to fill it in. That's not right at the moment, but I don't care. Because we're going to have to stand back and look at this anyway to see how it all fits in. Ideally, I'd like it to have some shape. We'll see what we can do with this. Kind of awkward to work with, because I haven't planned this bit. I don't know how it's going to look. Could look horrible, might have to redo the whole thing, but we'll see. We will see. And then, after that, who knows? Well, I know what I'll be doing. I'll be doing it all over again over there, and I've got to fill in the damn thing. What am I even doing here? That's going to go up like that, so that might look alright. This needs to be covered. I hear a spider nearby. Right, I'm just going to stand back. This is nowhere near complete. I'm going to fall, apparently. It looks okay at the moment. I say that, I can't really see much of it. But I'm pretty happy with how that looks. The front bit needs rounding out a bit. I'm just trying to wait because I don't want to end a pearl back in and then fall down into there and get shot by a skeleton, so. But yeah, the view up here is going to be pretty crazy. I wonder if I can get on top of that. Don't judge me if I fail here. Yep, failed. Okay, nearly died there. That's fine. That is totally fine, Ender Pearl. You don't need to work properly at all. Okay, we're going to make a safe way down here, a safe descent. Back into here. Now, I wanted to round the front of this off, didn't I? Can I go down? I can go down. Sweet. Solves that problem. And potentially, that might look better if we do it like that. Can I round that bit out? Will that look okay? Hard to tell. I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. Right, this needs smoothing out. 1, 2, 1, 2. How much of this is really needed, though? That's the question. I don't want that like that. We want... Again, this is going to just devolve into that like that and that like that, but I can't explain this at the moment. I can't say I'm doing this because of this or whatever, because it is basically just going by instinct. And what might look okay. I don't really want to cover up those logs. Is that too high? Get away with that. I might just leave this for now and then work on this in my own time, because this isn't something that I'm not talking about what I'm doing or anything good like that, so. And I don't want this episode to go on for too long. God knows how long it's going to be with that montage. But overall, the shape is fine. It's just smoothing everything out, which is the big thing. Now I think I want this bit covered. I do like being able to see out. Not too keen on that. Oh, come on guys, not the time. If we covered this, it would look worse from the inside, but I'm willing to bet it would look better on the outside. Because that at the moment... What is with these ender pearls today? That at the moment... might just be because there's no light. I do like the fact that you can ender pearl into it though. In and out. We'll light this up. And then see how that looks. Is it any wonder I run out of ender pearls so quickly? Tricky. I think we'll compromise. Wait, let me just think. Okay, let's try out a compromise. Let's put some fence posts here and here. Here and here. Here and here. Basically just connecting it. Is that the sort of thing that I'm after? I think it is. Put that there and there, and I think that might be good to go. One of these days I'm just going to fall to my death, I can tell. I like that. Maybe I'd like it more if I didn't fail the ender pearling again. Make a little door here. Maybe I'd like it more if we put these sort of pillars in. Let's see, shall we? Wait a second. How does... that's why, because I put that there. And that don't belong there. Right. Because this means we can still jump out, fall down. And we'll take one last look at this. I kind of like it. Only kind of. Decisions. Right, I'm going to go and play around with this design. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I kind of chickened out in the end and just went with, for consistency's sake, I put leaves behind it. And I think that looks nice now. I think that looks better. The roofing is still a little bit of an eyesore, but it just kind of blends in at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and work on the roof. And I'll show you the design that I've got in mind. I think that it will work. We shall have to see. I'm running out of materials. Basically, I want the door in here so you can get into a top floor, which will be here, like that. And Thinking. You go across like that. How wide are you, though? Are you 7? If you're 7, that is a... Wait, this is the bit where... yeah, this bit is 5. So we want the frame to be in the middle. It's going to be... Okay, so that needs moving back 1. So it starts here. Then we'll have the 3 wide walkway. Yeah, cool. So I am going to go and make these changes. I'm going to move this to here. Move that back 1. And then I'll talk you guys through how you would go around building the top bit. So I'm just going to go and deconstruct this. And I will see you guys in a couple of seconds. Okay, so funny story. Turns out I've massively screwed up the front of this building. Well, only on one side. It's a little thing, but annoying nonetheless. And I'm going to have to fix that at some point. I say at some point, I'm not going to do it now because I don't have time before this episode needs to go out. I've already way late with it, so that's going to have to wait for now, but we're going to do the other side nonetheless because that side should be alright, hopefully. Man, I'm just wondering now, what else could possibly go wrong this episode? I'm not even worried about jinxing it anymore because, you know, what else could go wrong? So, we need to put logs here. Log here, potentially? Who knows? Basically, you start off with this pillar. There's the balcony, whatever you want to call it. Framing, you've got this where the stairs are going to be, so this pillar. And then this bit here, which is where the join actually starts. From that join you go 2 blocks across, diagonally a block, another 2 blocks, and then this bit is the bit that's going to run straight right down to that end. In between these you're just going to have, I say in between, in front of these you're going to have a load of leaves. Because why not? Well, because it looks good. And leaves are cheap, and we have so many leaves after that thing now. I've been using them for everything, scaffolding, filling, just breaking them, and not having to worry about them at all. But too much iron. I really need another mining strip soon. Oh no, wait, I tell a lie. I've got more than a stack of iron now because I did go mining. Well, that's nice. Let me just think. So, join's going to start there. So that's 1 there, 1 there. 2 there. And this is where it begins again. I'm just going to run this one all the way across as well, so we can put our logs on top of it. I think that's the most awkward thing about building with logs. You've got to make sure that they're orientated the right way, so they are not disorientated. And also because you've got to work with trees, which are an absolute pain as well. You may notice I'm becoming increasingly bitter towards trees now. That's because they seemed like such a good idea at the start. Cheap, reliable. This block is... These blocks are all 1 too low. So, yeah, that needs to be gotten rid of. Because we want the top of... We want the top of the wall just poking out over the leaves so you can actually see what's a fence. Okay, that was another thing that I didn't think would go wrong, but has. Add that one to the list. Maybe I should make a list about this for this episode. Things that have gone horribly wrong. No, nothing's been too major, it's just been long and painful. But worth it in the end. Have faith, it will look beautiful. So basically I'm doing all this in one go because it's very easy for me to sort of not have to think about what's going on. Apart from, am I going to have enough logs? I'm going to go ahead and say yes because we're only going to be doing one part of it. So next thing to do, as always, add fence posts because fence posts solve everything. Everything in Minecraft that you ever have a problem with can be solved with fence posts. I tell no lie. Apart from my pumpkin shortage, which can only be solved with more pumpkins. But we'll worry about that after. Thinking, this goes here. Need more leaves. Leaves go there like that. Log. Okay, sweet, that's that bit done. And guess what? Surprisingly, we're going to do what we did last time and put the logs on top. Magical. Hopefully you still think this looks alright, because I must say these builds, they might look fairly impressive, but they're just repetitive, really. However, as with the secret of comedy, the secret of building is to be repetitive. I want that log, but not enough to jump down off this. Right. We're only going to be doing the front part of this again. Just so I can get a nice splash art where it actually looks like it's finished. Now, the secret to good splash art is always take the shot where it looks like something is finished. Not half done like last episode. That tower could have just been a building. Could pretend that it's that's where I was going to live for the rest of my time in this world. So it looks good that way. And with this, we're going to pretend that it's done. I have a load of half slabs, but they're in the chest downstairs. And that makes me very reluctant to go and get them. Now, this walkway is going to be 3 wide. We're not going to worry about lighting for the moment, which means we're probably going to get a load of mobs spawning up here, but hey, there are bigger problems in the world. There was no need to ender pearl for that. That's another reason why I keep running out of ender pearls. Need to start being more conservative because my looting sword has started to run out. As you can guess, it's that one. Very nearly broken. So basically, you'd fill all this in with 3 wide half slabs, work on the corners, just make it look natural, make it look smooth. But we don't have to worry about that because this bit can't be seen from outside, so we are not going to deal with it. What we are going to do though is hop up on the roof. Ooh, I need more half slabs. I should have placed those because we're going to put these here like this. We're not going to worry about that bit either. No, we're not worrying about corners. We're only worrying about the front and how this looks when I'm going to take the splash. That should be my goal for every episode. Make sure I've got a good splash and that's it. Screw the content of the video, screw me actually building stuff, just get a good splash. Alrighty then. That is that done now. Nearly. Nearly. And we're good. Now, it's going to be a pain. We're just going to start here. And hopefully have enough half slabs. Again, I'm probably not going to do the back with leaves. Maybe I should, just so you can see how it's mirrored. Yeah, I will. How's it going to be best to do that? I really wish I knew how long this episode was going to be, because with the montage and everything, it's really going to throw me off. I don't want this to be absolutely ages, because we've not really done that much. On camera, I mean. So that's good enough for now, I think. Yeah, that'll be good enough for now. So we can go and step back and look at this in a second. Basically, on the other side, you're going to have the same as everything else. You're going to have leaves 1 block below, and then your fences and your leaves, fences and your logs on the other side, but no time, no time. So we're going to take a look at that. At least we would if I'd left any way for me to get out. I'm going to land in the valley here, aren't I? Okay. So we'll step back. It's going to look a little bit ugly because it's not lit. Oh, and monsters are spawning all over the building. Get out of here. One shot. Oh, come on, guys. Could be worse, I suppose. Could have been a creeper. So that's the basic look of the build now. It looks pretty good, I think. It's going to look even nicer when it's lit, trust me, but we need that pumpkin farm. You can't block with meat. Oh, come on! Wow, what were the odds of that? Well, I have no bed now. Luckily, I have plenty of string. Hopefully we don't meet any creepers on the way. Don't look at that Enderman. Oh, I need better ways to get in and out of here. That'll do. I think this is karma. You know in that montage I killed all the cows? They're getting revenge from beyond the grave. Maybe I should go and feed them some wheat before the end of the episode. Okay, we got all the stuff. We got amazing uber axe. Yes. Crappy axe, yes. Efficiency picks, I didn't have any with me. I swear I had more stuff in my inventory than that. That's the spider experience. Okay, so as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Come on guys, not the time. Get in my inventory. Right, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it will look better with lighting. This place. Let me just go and find somewhere safe to stand and observe. Right. As I was saying, it will look better with lighting. It will look better once that walkway is finished off and we've got somewhere to... Oh, come on! I'm going to finish here. Once we've got that walkway up and we'll be able to take a look outside, we'll have a way to get into the second rooms. And next episode, I'm rushing now because I'm really, really worried about... Oh, they're fighting. Cool. Next episode will probably be some kind of farming, probably a project away from this. We can do some interior designing though soon, which is going to be a lot more interesting than... It's going to be a lot more interesting than the exterior design, because I know a lot of this has just been me building walls and outsides and that sort of thing, and it's not the most interesting of building. It looks good in the end, don't get me wrong, but it's very monotonous, especially for me, because I am ready to end this build now. I'm done with this for a while, so we shall see what happens next episode. I need to go and remake my bed and 1,000,001 other things before we can redo work on this project. So until next time, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're liking where the build's going. If you want to, track its progress, don't forget that you can subscribe, comment or like if you want. Give me any suggestions that you may have on the build, what I can do. Especially, I want to know how to break up, because look at that, that's very plain at the moment. So if you have any suggestions about how I can break that up to make it look a little bit more interesting, I'm all ears. But until next time, guys, I will see you next episode. And until then, take care.